I am Osama Desouky, and we're here today with Mr. Samy Desouky, and we're going to do an oral history interview for English 210 class at Texas A&M University at Qatar. The interview will be about weekend activities of expatriates in Qatar during the early 1980s. This interview will be done as a part of Qatar History's website project. So I would like to start the interview with simple questions asking you about yourself. So at the beginning, I would like to ask you, when did you come to Qatar, and what did you do when you came here?
Well, I came to Doha in 1983. It was quiet and relatively empty place as compared to where I am from. I'm from Egypt, by the way. I came to work with Capco, which is a petrochemical company.
How many days did you used to work, and where was the Capco?
I used to work in the plant in Mesaid, which is south of Doha, as you will know now, on shift basis. Some days were used to work from 6 a.m. until 2 p.m., which was called morning shift. And other days it was from 2 p.m. until 10 at night, and this was the afternoon shift. And lastly, there was a night shift, which was, of course, from 10 p.m. until 6 in the morning. This used to circulate on regular basis. 2 days from each shift, which gave me 2 morning shifts, followed by 2 afternoon shifts. And finally, 2 night shifts, and after that, 2 days were completely off.
So what did you do during the weekends?
Well, my weekends were not fixed because of that 8 days shift system. So every week, my rest days moved 1 day. So some weeks I had 2 days off as Friday and Saturday, and the next week it shifted to Saturday and Sunday, and so on.
So did you like that every week you have a different weekend or different days off?
Well, it was somewhat different for most people, but I guess I kind of liked how it goes that sometimes I am free during weekdays, other times I'm free during weekends, so this gave me the chance to finish my papers in the morning and go out during the evening hours.
Okay, so what did you do and where did you go during your free times?
Well, Qatar did not have all these places that you see nowadays until the early 2000s. One more thing, that I used to live in Alwakra, so getting a car was not easy and very expensive. So when I first came here, I used to go out with friends from work for fishing. Most of us were single at that time, and fishing for us was really nice and inexpensive. We also used to go out and play volleyball and football. We also used to go to the beach for a barbecue. These were the things in reach and we were able to do even during the weekdays, if our days off were weekdays.
Okay, so regarding the fishing, where did you go and how did the place look like?
We used to go there after Fajr prayer. The place was really dark. By the time we reached there, the sun rises, the light starts to fill the place. We were not professional fishers, but it was fun. We all together and enjoy it. And then we go to Alwakra Harbor because this was very close to my house and we did not need to get a taxi or ask someone to drop us there. We had our basic fishing rods, an ice box to store the fish, and we used to buy some small fish and cut it as a form of bait. The way to the harbor did not look the same as you can see now. It was completely different. The road was not paved and the rocks were everywhere, and it was bigger from what it looks now. You can also see many people walking around the place. People also used to go buy fish from the fishermen who go fishing and come back with a lot of fish. I remember you were able to get a kilo for 2 riyals, and after bargaining. Then we go to the end of the harbor, sit on the rocks, play some music. Everyone used to help with something. Some get tea, some prepare their fish, and someone on the radio. On the way fishing, there was a nice company that we used to go get the ice from, so we can keep the fish in good condition until we get back home. When we have extra time, we used to get the coal from the supermarket outside and cook the fish and eat food there. Sometimes we make salads at home before we go and make tahina and eat. It was a very, very delicious meal. Life was simple back then and really quiet. Few people had cars. After we eat and have fun, we pack and go all the way back, walking home and give our friends who live nearby some fish as gifts. Our relationships with people were closer and we knew each other better.
But what did you do other than fishing when you got married and got kids?
After marriage, everything changed. When you get married, you have more responsibilities and your lifestyle changes. We used to go hang out as family groups to Alwakra Public Park. The park was one of the most amazing parks in Qatar. People from Doha used to come here and enjoy their time. The park had play area for kids and different types of swings and seesaw. There was a restaurant inside as well to eat and get soft drinks. This park had a lot of palms as they removed them and placed them on the Corniche to the Palm Island in Doha. Everything about this park changed. It was a very nice place. The park was closed in the early 2000s because it became empty and deserted. Previously, there was a walking track inside. Even there, the weather was hot, we still enjoyed walking inside. There were also flowers, made the beautiful view, and palm trees to keep us from the sun in the shade. I remember there was a really big lake in the middle of the park. It looked really nice. The whole place is now different. The water in the lake was removed for a while, and the games were removed as well. Everyone felt sad about this. Imagine all the memories were removed or taken away. They reopened the park, however, recently, but I did not go. It never looked the same and will never feel the same. These days were different than nowadays. Now, people have weaker relations and don't go together for a long time. Malls have changed everything. People now just go to malls and forget about all these nice outdoor activities.
Oh, such nice memories. I would like to thank you for sharing these great memories with us for Qatar History's website.
Thank you, Osama. It's my pleasure.